This next one doesn't have a title that's decided upon yet. It may be in bed. It may be something else. In bed. There is my world, and there is your world. You let me in. Soft step or none. A caught breath. Behind my eyes, a space, and I am of your air, not mine, or it is ours, commingled, but loosely. I imagine mountains and a cliff, but there is none. I imagine stepping off. And of this world, a low murmur, one peony. Your brown ants lick at sugar, pink erupts, or was it white? I'll read one more. Should I read this? This is hard to read, so we'll see how it goes. A map of the world with oceans. Relax here, your favorite word. Lean deep into pillows. Your silk nightshirt slides. Oil from somewhere, not winter, is blue cypress leaf. Its fragrance rises. You see black, the sheen on your red silk. Each deep sleeve sways a heritage rose. Long stem deep in crystal vase slides the water. Your bed. Blue, the map of the world, hangs above it. And this too, wine in a thin glass. Also its long stem shines, close to lamplight, where crystal drops, swings boudoir. So many cylinders on wire. Nick and Nora in a movie, say, or Humphrey Bogart would never choose blue. Too young. Find your place. You go where water like drums beat, where only pink can fill the sky. Find it. That strong red, amulet and beaded, beats deep under skin, slides the length of an arm, a leg. Your fingers, their sparks of wine, point out the black arrows that mark the current, always published and forever slipping past your country. Place names, also black, stop the eye, same as the mole on your belly. It rises with your breath, air so crystal it hurts, breaks blood on a cracked lip, caught on a front tooth, that one more forward. The world stops. Oh, I can barely speak. Slides a step. Foxtrots for a bit, returns, turns each corner of your blue bed, blue island. Sound and footed, slides off the curve of the world. Splash at the end of the slide, red silk blown open.
You have another brief respite. Get wine. The next one's coming up soon. Jan Pettit.
Yes, it was. You guys, if you want to sit on the floor, that's only. You got to hold it
On to our next poet of the night. Jan Pettit is an MFA candidate at Hamline University and a successful advertising executive in Minneapolis. But we know her more for her wonderful poetry than for her advertising prowess, which, by the way, did include Chipotle, so, right? Yeah? Yeah? And was it Land's End? I don't know, I can't remember. Ella Bean, close enough. Anyway, so not to let her feel left out, I'm getting short on lovely, wonderful poems with which to precede these readings, but I do have one partial poem where Tony Hoagland, if any of you recall him, from his book Donkey Gospel, talks about desire. So I just excerpt this two partial stanzas. Desire, someone says, polishing his turbocharged Camaro in the drive, running his hands over its curves. It's a bitch. But, desire, if you don't let it out, everybody knows. It backs up and poisons you inside, like old sap clogged inside a tree. Jan Pettit. Very unclogged poetry.
I am probably the newest of all these readers, and I have this sort of thing that whenever I'm standing in front of a group of people, I feel as if I'm going to pass out. So
I'll catch you.
Thank you. If I fall on the floor, just carry on and get another drink. Okay?
And we'll get you one too.
Thank you. This poem is called Detritus of the Old Married, a love poem. Our underwear is gray and baggy. And sometimes we fart. I've seen you wipe earwax on your pant leg. Time tends to ugly down a couple. Split and piece them back together carelessly, like a wool sock darned with uneven stitches, a wobbly but functional Frankenstein. And one day you're writing a poem that says you like it this way, despite the hair in the drain and knowing too much. And lovemaking, it still matters, not like when sex trumped food. And someone's knees were always raw. No, you ache for it, the way you ache for music or something green outside. My mother spent years on the edge of gone, but something held, luck or God or time, and later, when he was sick, the shabby blanket of their marriage kept them warm. This is called Taking Dictation from Bach, and my husband, who's not here, is a composer, musician. Late at night, I would wake in that first apartment we shared, the romantic one with the fireplace in the bedroom, balcony secreted by tall bamboo, and your side of the bed would be cold as old love. From the next room, I could hear a note or two from the guitar, skate of pencil over paper. This pattern repeated until it became music. Later, I learned you were taking dictation from Bach. Back then, my rivals were all musicians, dead ones mostly. J.S., Wolfgang, Aaron, and Miles. I should have won easily, novelty and breath in my favor. But at dawn, you were hungry for sleep and nothing else, absent to my touch, my tongue against your neck, like a man who had already made love through ages of night. This one I included because it's called A Valentine to Self. This once, I want to say something uncritical about me, to reclaim the decades squandered with self-loathing, a kind of vanity turned inside out. I used to stand naked between the folded mirrors of the medicine cabinet and chase my contempt to infinity. The years spent counting flaws could have earned a degree, learned a language. I might have read The New Yorker. It's February. There are holes in the ice where you can see the creek carrying on again with purpose. A warm day, the woods lean towards spring. Nature has no time for introspection. She is always only seeking out, rushing forward. And this one is just something I found on the refrigerator one day. Magnetic Love Poem by my 7-year-old. And in the, there are no plural words in the magnetic poetry collection, so anything that has an S is a separate S that follows a word. So, girl, here it goes, magnetic love poem. Girl, love, read-ing, ed, see, a rock, I hear, H-E-R-E, a storm, boiling meat, ed, want, a party, please hit her, you missed. Scream finger. I love mother. Take the lazy feet.